Welcome to the Business Behind the Scene podcast with Francesca Moi, where we talk all about real business problems, real solutions, and getting actual results in your business. Hello. Welcome to episode number 135 of Business Behind the Scene. Well, we have lots of lessons from last year and from financial year 2022. And I am going to bring these to you today. I want to give you an update. If you hear me, my voice being a little bit crackly and a little bit low, is because I lost my voice last week. And I was sick and I'm feeling better. And then because I was feeling better, I decided to go out, and means that I went dancing salsa, which is what I love. And it just brings so much happiness to my life, and I lost my voice. Like literally completely lost my voice, and I lost it again. And I've got my last little bit left, and before I lose it completely, I wanted to record this podcast for you guys. See what I do for you? I am showing up even when I am not 100%, because I don't want, actually, because my VA will kill me. My VA is on top of me and she's like, you got to record a podcast, FM. And I'm like, fine, I have no voice. And she's like, it's okay, you find a voice. And so here I am. Here I am recording and making sure that I'm here for you guys to give me my insights of what I learned in 2022 financial year. It just finished, literally is the beginning of the month of July, and new chapter, new canva. But if we don't learn from the year that has been, if we don't learn from our mistakes or what we did well or all of that, we are just never gonna be okay. We're never gonna grow. We're never gonna get to the next level. So I'm going to share with you 5 things that I truly learned, and I'm going to take with me in the next financial year to be able to take the best out of it and make the most out of the new year. So number 1, and I really strongly recommend that you guys do the same in your business. Every year, everything that happens, just write it down, come with what you learn from it, and so that you can move on. So number 1 is be open to change. I was not open to change, even though people are like, what do you mean, Francesca? You definitely are someone that you're open to change. You can't tell me that you're not open to change. Listen, I am quite an open-minded person, and I am open to growth and I'm open to change usually, but I'm also someone, like a human, like everybody else, that when I get something that is working well, I get settled and I get comfortable, and I don't want to change something that works, and I just stay there and I get stuck there, and I struggle. And so at the beginning of 2022, after 2 years of COVID, I just thought, this is it, we're gonna be fine, this is gonna be my year. And it didn't go that well. It's actually been the worst financial year that I've had for a long time, and it's been very hard, and it's been very difficult. And I realized that in the year before, I did not tweak and change fast enough. And so I realized that I had to be open to change, because if not, we were not going to survive. I had to realize that I had to be open to be bad at something again. I had to suck at something to be able to master it. And I wasn't willing to do that. And I'm going to tell you this. The other day I took a friend of mine dancing with me salsa, and he's seeing all these other men like getting the lady to spin and dance sensual and then fast and all of that. And he's like, I want to do that now. And he's doesn't even know the main steps, right? The basic steps of salsa. You definitely cannot lead a complicated dance if you cannot do the steps, the basics. And I realized that that's exactly what a lot of us are doing. Like, we just are not patient. We're so impatient. We're just like, I don't want to be bad at this. I'm so used to be good at things that I don't want to be bad at something. I just want to do what everybody else is doing. But it's like, but you don't realize that for you to be able to be good at salsa, you need to be bad at salsa. You need to learn how to do the basic. You need to learn how to do the foundational stuff. You need to learn how to do all the things that you hate doing, because those are going to be the foundation of what you need to do when you're going to be dancing all the time. And so I noticed that that's a pattern, and I've done that. So because I thought I already knew everything about business, then I just don't want to start from basics again. I don't want to be bad at business again. I just want to do it. And so it was a huge learning, because I had to be open to change, but I also have to be open to be bad at something. And so once I acknowledged that, once I also acknowledged the worst case scenario, I had to think about, what if this is it? What if I have to go bankrupt? What if I have to fire everybody? What if I have to start over? What if I have to get a job? And my brain, I was so like, no, you're not considering this. It's not happening. You're not even that close to this. Why are you so dramatic? But then I thought, I actually have to think about what is the worst case scenario. Like, completely worst case scenario. Accept that, even though I know that most likely it's not going to happen. Still go there. Still feel it. Still accept that even if that happens, I will find a way back up. I will be fine. That is magical. That is magical. And that's when I found courage. That's when I found support. That's when I found vulnerability. That's when I was able to open up and let go. So I'm going to leave you with this one. In the step number one is like, are you open to change? But like, truly, truly open to change? Because I know I wasn't. Now, number two, let go of what you've done so far, because it's not going to be relevant, most likely. So a lot of us were like, but I have all of these things. I have all these emails, and I've got all these, landing pages and websites and social media, and I've got all these posts and courses and everything. I can't change things now. I just need to continue pushing something uphill, even if it's not working, because it's there. And so letting go of what we already done and choosing a different path, it doesn't mean that you're a failure. It means that you're actually adaptable to change. It means that you're willing to take different steps. You're willing to lean in and change things rather than stick to the same things just because that's what we've always done. Fascinating. Number three, my favorite things that I've learned in 2022 that I'm going to take definitely in 2023 is what got you here might not take you there. What's got you here not going to get you there. It's just fascinating. So what got you to where you are right now in business, it's not going to get you to where you want to go. So you got to learn how to, like literally, when I was dancing with this guy yesterday that was new at this type of dancing, he used to dance another type of dance. And he said to me, well, my body, my brain wants to dance the other dance that I know. And I said, we have to learn to unlearn it. You have to unlearn that dance to learn a new dance. And it's not easy, because the brain, the body has been like, conditioned to just do the steps, and then it knows the step. What you mean I need to undo it? No. And that's what you got to do sometimes in business. You got to forget everything you know and accept that you might not know anything, and start over and be open to see new things, see new ideas. When you are letting go of the things that you don't know, that's when you're going to be able to, or the thing that you do know, that's when you're going to be able to start to see the things that you don't know. I love this. This is my favorite one. Number 4, everything happens for me, not to me. At one point, I was Number 4, everything happens to me, not for me. Oh, sorry. It's actually the opposite. Everything happens for me, not to me. This is something that this year truly stretched me, because I was like, oh, I felt like a victim. I felt this was happening to me. I felt it was never going to work. I felt I was terrified of, you know, what if I'm biggest failure? What if I do truly fall this time? What if the business doesn't survive? And a lot of this was just dramatized. It wasn't that bad. But some of these was legit. Like, it was so scary. At one point, I was truly scared. I didn't know. I didn't know. I just didn't know. It was so terrifying. But by acknowledging that and truly, 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 truly believe that everything happens for me, not to me, and I was going to be fine. And yeah, it was a game changer, because when you realize that nothing can really happen for the worst. Like, even the worst thing in the world can have a silver lining. And the silver lining, it's only going to be there if we're choosing to see it, right? If we don't choose to see it, we're not going to acknowledge it, we're not going to see it, we're not going to be aware of it. Yeah. So everything happens for me. Everything. Also the things that seem heavy and hard and